Hi, welcome back again to our QuickBooks workshop. We are going to discuss customer workflow. So, customer workflow is your transactions that you have with your customers. So, this basically is all your money in transactions. So before we start, let me introduce myself. My name is Lisa. I'm a QuickBooks Pro advisor and a business owner. So let's take a look at the types of uh, customer workflow. So we have two types. We have the cash sale and credit sale. So the cash sales is when your customer pays you outright. You take the payment and issue a sales receipt. So basically, if you have, for example, a brick and mortar store and all your sales are carried out through cash sales, it means value received and value parted with, and then um, this represents cash sales. So most of your sales are made through cash, although they may pay you via credit card or debit card. Uh, it is called cash sales when your customer pays you outright. So this is the transaction flow of cash sales. So once your customer gets the goods or the services you've rendered, they immediately pay you. So you take the payment in cash, check, or charge their credit card. So in order to record this in QuickBooks, you have to prepare a sales receipt by going to the plus new button and then click sales receipt. And then all these sales receipt will be uh, debited to undeposited funds, which is your repository of all your cash collection for the day. This is your cash register. And then at the end of the day, you will deposit all these undeposited funds to the bank. Next, we have credit sale. This is when your customer pays you in the future. So it depends upon the conditions or the terms of payment that you agreed upon with your customers. So they may pay you after 15 days, 30 days, or 60 days or 90 days. So you are going to issue them an invoice. This is your supporting document for the credit sale. So let's take a look at the transaction flow for the credit sale. So once your customer gets the goods or service, you are going to issue them an invoice. And once you prepare the invoice in QuickBooks, QuickBooks will automatically record the credit sale by debiting accounts receivable and credit sales account. So once you send the invoice to your customer, you are going to wait for the payment from them. So once you receive the payment, you are going to record the payment under the Receive Payment tab. You can access this on the invoice itself, or uh, you can access the Receive Payment tab on the plus new button in QuickBooks. And this will be put also in the undeposited fund or your cash register. And then at the end of the day, it will be deposited to the bank account. So that is the customer workflow. Let's go ahead and take a look at these transactions in QuickBooks. So we are now in QuickBooks. Under the sample company, we are in Craig's Design and Landscaping. So as you can see, his bank accounts are here: checking, savings, MasterCard, and Visa. So let's go ahead and prepare a cash sale transaction. So in order to do that, we are going to prepare a sales receipt. Go to plus new button and click sales receipt. Okay, so let's assume that the customer is Miss Bird and Sanctuary. And she's going to pay cash. And this will be deposited to the undeposited funds or your money bag in your account, on your hand. So let's say that Amy purchased a concrete fountain or a rock fountain. A rock fountain. So that is costing 275. So let's say that Amy purchased two. So Amy will be paying 550 plus 8% tax because she's in California. So that will be automatically computed by QuickBooks. So let's go ahead and save this one. Okay, so now we have the sales receipts saved. So please take note, then the sales receipt 1038. So let's take a look at the transaction journal. How did QuickBooks recorded this? Okay, so 1038 is this one. So this is a sales receipt of 594, which went to the undeposited funds of Craig and Company. Craig's Design. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to the sales receipt. This is the sales receipt for Amy. Okay, so now that we have saved that, you can send a copy to Amy by emailing this one. You just have to, where is it? Email, customize. Okay. So now that we have prepared the sales receipt, let's go ahead and prepare a credit sale. Save and close. So in order to, let's go to the dashboard. So in order to access the invoices, you can go to sales and click invoices and create invoice here. So you can also go to plus new button and under customer, create invoice. So let's say that Dylan ordered a water pump, a pump from Craig, and the quantity is 10. So he will be paying 150 to Craig. So this is an invoice. Let's go ahead and save this one. So this will be invoice 1039. Let's go ahead and go to the transaction journal and how it was recorded by QuickBooks. Okay, so Dylan, this is the invoice, the water pump. Debit accounts receivable of 150 and credit sales of product of 150. Okay, so that is the journal entry for the invoice. So let's go back to all sales. And as you can see here, we have the sales receipt, which is already paid by Amy. And we have the invoice from Dylan, which is payable in 30 days. So let's say, for example, that Dylan already paid Craig for this amount. So all you have to do is to click receive payment here or go to plus new and then receive payment. And then look for the customer. And then this one, check the invoice. And this was paid. Let's say that this was in cash. And again, this will be deposited to undeposited funds. This undeposited fund is your cash register for all the collections for the day. And then let's save and close. So let's refresh this one. Okay, so as you can see, Dylan's invoice is now closed. It means that he paid already. So that is our customer transaction workflow.